Fire signs, welcome to your collective bonus reading. All right, I've already pre-shuffled. We're going to get these bonus cards put over on the side to rearrange some things. Okay, here we go. We're just going to see what messages want to come through like we usually do. If you have an idea for the Sunday bonus readings, just put it in the comments below. Topics, things you want to know about, let me know. All right, we're going to start with our Dragon Fae Oracle for our lovely fire signs. What do we have? Ooh, oh my gosh, look, the Dawn Watcher. That's me. Bells will ring. Huzzah. Wow, 31. The Dawn Watcher. Hold on a second. I got to grab the guidebook on this one. This, I have to read from the book. This is amazing. So the Dawn Watcher, bells will ring. Never think that you are alone in this world. You do have guardians, and I am one of them. I will literally ring alarm bells for you when you have need of forewarning and foreknowledge. There is nothing to fear when you receive these messages. You simply need to pay attention and act when the time is right. I will always alert you, and it is my particular domain and charge to watch for the new sky as the sun rises and to let you know that you have already dared even hope for has every chance of coming true. Watch for the sunrise and know that as she does, so too do your hopes, and these bells will ring out for you to let you know of the approach of new growth, new warmth, and new energetic time coming for you. Wow. It also says the divinatory meanings is spiritual awakening, premonitions, forewarning are strong right now. Pay attention. Signs coming through in ordinary and seemingly coincidental ways. Pay attention. Precognitive dreams, especially in the early morning hours, clairaudience, and the other forms of sixth sensory information gathering, strengthening and gaining urgency and purpose. Clairvoyance, clairseeing, clairsentience, clear knowing, and empathy, all very strong at this time. Watch for messages from the animal kingdom and for the appearance of the dragon fae in the form of paintings, film depictions, and signs. They are speaking to you now. That is very, very cool. All right, let's get the Ascension Take Me Home Oracle card. I've had this deck for a while. Don't use it very often, but that is such a cool card. So pay attention to the signs and symbols. You know, that's wow. You'll know. I am enough. Let go of expectations. Interesting. And it says 1111 on there. All right, let's see what our vintage wisdom has to say. As a Sagittarius, and maybe just part of who I am, I have high expectations for so many things. Centering. Look at that. Centering. Being grounded. I'm getting some earth energy here with this. Letting go of expectations, being enough. Wow, the Dawn Watcher. All right, let's see what recent past is for fire signs. Recent past. Quick little looky-loo. Let's see what's going on. See what messages are going to come through. Two of Wands. Okay. We have the Eight of Cups and the Four of Wands. Well, it certainly makes sense to me. So that I am enough, that gives me a Six of Pentacles feel, knowing your value. We have Justice. Look at that. Sweet, juicy justice. It's 11:22. I just looked at my clock. Wow. Hermit, there's Virgo energy. I was feeling the earth in there. And the Six of Cups now. Okay. In your recent past, you may have felt like, not really felt like, you had a path to choose in front of you. So we have choosing a path that is in alignment with what you see in your future, because we have the Justice card. Justice is a heavy reminder of the law of attraction. As above, so below. What you put in, you get back. That scale there is all about the universe is equal in its actions. It will match your thoughts, it will match your vibration. It doesn't really see things in positive or negative. It just gives you that which you are, that which you see, right? That's how I feel about the Justice card. And so there's a lot of opportunity for everyone here. And with the Two of Wands, there's something you had to do. You had to leave some type of comfort zone, probably, to choose this path. But I think there was a lot of pressure to want to try to choose the best path to be in alignment with where you want to be in the future. That's what I'm feeling here with the Two of Wands and the Justice card. It's like knowing what your actions, which path you take now, it's going to affect your future. A lot of consideration there. Woo. A lot of deep introspection is what I'm feeling with this. The Eight of Cups, of course, that is the eclipse card. It's the only card with the eclipse in the tarot. And the eclipses are about releasing things. And that's why we have the Eight of Cups here. It's walking away from anything that's not emotionally satisfying or just not for you. You know what I'm saying? And it's the perfect time to do this too. We have the clock there. And I think you went towards a time of deep introspection here with the Hermit. Maybe some solitude, and that's fine. I mean, I'm very, I say I'm introverted, but I was talking to my son about it. He said, "Mom, you're extroverted." I'm like, "How so?" I'm so down to just spend time by myself. That's just how I am. I'm very much like a hermit. So I do feel like there has been some time that you have been in very deep contemplation about your place in the world, what you want to share with the world here. That's his light, your guiding light. What do you want to share? Now that this is behind you and it's not distracting you anymore, all the stuff that really has no meaning, now you can focus on what you really want. There's that centering. I'm feeling that. And so we have the Four of Wands. This is a card of stability. It's a four. Of course, we have those four posts. So it's very home-based energy, but it's a card of partnerships, commitments. Partnerships and commitments. And it's being crossed by the Six of Cups. So I think there is reflection here, especially with that Hermit energy and the Eight of Cups. There is a reflective quality here of your past and what made you happy. What brought you the most happiness? Where were you the most happiest? What were you doing? Who were you with? And so you're thinking about the commitments and partnerships you've had, which were the best ones, and maybe taking that information with you forward, letting it kind of be your guide. Not that you want to go back to anybody from the past, but it's really learning. It's about learning about yourself. What makes you feel good? What commitments have you honored? And I'm feeling this is, I think, where that center is coming in, where you're really focused on what really and truly makes you happy and what makes you feel stable, and committing to that, committing to your happiness is what I'm feeling there. All right, let's keep going to the now. current energy for fire. And my candle just went out. Oh, no. Justice has been coming out for a lot of people. We got justice twice here. Hangman, Pisces, and the Eight of Pentacles. Wow. Okay. Man, justice has been coming through really hard for a lot of people. Not really hard, but it's just like it's coming up a lot. All right, so the first card that jumped out here is Sagittarius. We've got the Queen of Pentacles and the Seven of Swords. Okay. This kind of goes back to that past energy of thinking about your actions, the paths you choose now, how they will affect you in the future. There is understanding there. And it's showing up again. Now, I think it's showing up in a way that's you're about to be rewarded. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you've been putting into something, the energy, the inner alchemy, you know, this is about to pay off. It could, depending on what you've been putting your effort, your time, effort, and energy into with that Eight of Pentacles. You know, it's coming. It feels like it's coming to fruition. The balance, it's coming. You know what I'm saying? It's not instant. That's the thing. That's the tough thing with manifestation here is it's not always instant. Sometimes it can feel like it is, but sometimes it's not. But this will reflect your inner alchemy. So if you believe that you are worth it and you believe that you have a high quality about you and you're worth love and just a lot of positive affirmations here about who you are and really believing it, that ripples out into the universe. And the universe will respond. It doesn't really take a lot of real true effort to do that, to just believe in those simple things, affirmations, centering here. We have that feather, but look, look at all the gemstones over there. This is a very light energy. It's not heavy. It's not, depressive. This is light and flowing. And so when you put that energy out there, it's definitely going to come back. It will balance itself. That's what the universe is saying. This is whatever you've been doing, the work on the inside, it's coming in. It's incoming. We see it kind of with those cards coming out there. I feel like that's the message coming through, that it's on its way. That's what this feels like there. All that inner work you've been doing, the inner alchemy, being patient with this process. Look at this. The Queen of Pentacles on top of this Hangman. Look at this enlightenment there and this golden coin. So this could have, for some of you, felt like a struggle. You may have felt restricted during this time and not as abundant as you are. You could have felt some restrictions here. But I think there was a process that was being experienced through this restriction here with the Hangman. Whether this was self-imposed or not, it doesn't really matter. It allowed you to see things from a different perspective. It will and is allowing you to be more, grateful for what you do have when you have it, and I feel like the abundance that's coming in because of this is going to be very significant. Very significant. You're very abundant now. This is the energy you're coming into. This is the part of that balance where things are catching up. It's paying off. You've had to be a master of resources with this Queen of Pentacles energy while you're facing maybe restrictions, but I feel like that's changing. It's definitely changing. And I think you're going to be a lot more careful with your resources too. We have the Eight of Pentacles and the Seven of Swords. Um, what I feel with this, I feel several things. The Eight of Pentacles is a path to mastery. If you think about it, this person here, what they would charge for this pentacle is not the same as what they would charge for this down here. So I think your value is greatly increasing. I think your wealth is increasing during this time. Your resources are increasing. We see that here as you really hone your skills with whatever it is you do. It's being crossed by the Seven of Swords. So I get the feeling you're a lot more strategic about your resources, what you do with them. I think you're very strategic about who you share your resources with, you know, because this is the card that this gentleman is sneaking away. He's trying to avoid battle, you know, um, stealing or taking the swords from disarming the enemy, essentially, and sneaking away into the night because they don't, it's not worth fighting for. So there are some things, some resources worth fighting for, and there's some that's not, you know. So I think you're coming into a place where you're choosing your battles a lot more wisely, and it's all about your resources. Some things, you could be settling debts at this time, is what I'm hearing. Um, like I said, choosing your battles. Some of you might be getting back what is owed to you, you know, because we do have justice twice. So, and with all these other cards, that would lead me to think that things are going to be returned to you. It may not be from the person or institution or whatever it was that took it from you, right? But it's going to be balanced out in some other way, is what I'm feeling. You get my drift here? That's what's happening, you know? But there's a part of letting go of expectations of this too, because you're focused on what you're doing now and not so much the things that have happened in the past. There's this trust in the universe that things will be brought into balance naturally without any effort of your own. You know, that's how karma works. It's action, you know. It will come when it's ready, and whenever the universe, you know, does its thing. You just got to trust in it. All right, so future for fire signs. Five of Swords, Ace of Wands, woo, and the Ten of Wands. There it is. There's that confirmation that something is coming to fruition. It's coming to harvest. It's like you're right on the doorstep of it, right there. All right, what else we got? Okay. Knight of Wands, the World. Wow. And the King of Wands. A lot of fire coming in right at the end. Very nice. So we have more Saggy energy, Leo, more Capricorn, a lot of Sagittarius here. Fine by me. All right, Five of Swords and the Knight of Wands. You're ready to take a risk on something. It's some type of divine inspiration. Okay, it's divinely inspired. It's a spiritual connection for sure. And I feel like you're going for it. You really are just going for it. Whatever this is, it may feel foreign because we have the pyramids back here, but hey, you know, fire signs, Sagittarius, we're not so worried about that. We love exploration. We love change. You know, we love to go after stuff. And that's what we're seeing here. This is a victory, the Five of Swords. You know, sometimes it can say it's a hollow victory, but I'm not seeing that here, honestly. What I'm seeing is taking a risk, you know, and knights do that too. This is fire on fire, you know, so yeah, yeah. This, I feel like it's worth taking a risk on this. You're going for it. Absolutely. I feel like right now you're divinely inspired because we have the wands here. This is inspiration in spirit, right? And so, this inspiration, this torch that you are following, this new beginning, look at this. So, we have the world, this is completion and new. I really get, look at that. That feels very similar. I think when you focus on yourself and realize that you are enough and you're perfect just the way you are, divine inspiration. This could come to you in way of dreams too. It could. Some type of aha moment here that is going to open up a whole new life, just a whole new everything, a whole new experience. Something you haven't done yet with that world card. This is new. This is new, new, new. We got new and new right here. That's what's coming for you. And look at this. The Ten of Wands and the King of Wands. Wow. I just heard that song. Nothing's going to stop us now. All right. So, Ten of Wands, not giving up on this. My goodness, are you kidding me? That's not it. That's not an option. It's not a part of our vocabulary over here. Fire signs. We've done all of this. We're following our light here. What we discovered there in our hermit mode. We're going all the way. Look, we've got more tarot cards here. Some over here too. So messages. I feel like you're being encouraged by the other side, maybe by family that has passed on. You have a team rooting for you. They are rooting and cheering for you. Whatever this is you're working on, wanting to accomplish, whatever your goals are in life, you have a team behind you in the spirit realm, that's giving you that boost to keep going. And that is being crossed by the King of Wands, very creative. This could have something to do with some type of creative expression that you're doing, but this is also about being bold and brave. This is a Leo, this is sun energy. It's putting yourself out there, stepping out onto the stage, so to speak, and just being the center. the center the center of attention was what I was thinking, but the center, there we go. Wow. Yeah. And the King of Wands is an entrepreneur. He's got the Ace of Wands there, so he's a visionary. He has vision. He's got inspiration, creative inspiration. you know? So I really love these two combined. There's no way the King of Wands would give up there. Oh man, my hands are so sore from yesterday. Oh, okay. So let's look at the bonus. We have idle hours. Take some time out to lie on the emerald grass. So it's kind of like stop and smell the roses. Enjoy the journey, right? Enjoy the journey. Oh, wow. 44, 44. Blessing in disguise. So, yeah, the last 13 years has been tough for, I know, specifically for Sagittarius, but this is for all fire signs. Obstacles, hardships, strength. Did they spell that wrong? They did. Building character and experience. There might be some difficulties ahead, but you will push through. You got this. If you have been struggling or feeling lost, the winds of change will blow in your favor. If you've been suffering or feeling lost, some things may fall apart, but you're building the framework for something much better. Hang in there. We have the Hanged Man. So I do feel like all of this, the things that you left behind here, it was impactful. You learned from it. It really formed you and made you who you are. So there we go. Ooh, yes, 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 yes. Emerald, we have prosperity. Now I think I'm the Emerald City in the Wizard of Oz. So emerald, a heart chakra crystal, opens you up to the abundance of the universe, as long as what you want is your heart's desire. I like that. Emerald will help you attract it into your life. It connects you to the frequency of divine love and reminds you that you are worthy and deserving of prosperity and success. So I was saying there, you are enough. I have a prosperous mindset. I know that I live in an abundant universe and that I will flourish, grow, and succeed, and that you will, fire signs. That's what we see here. That is what I see. Hope that's what you see. So that's going to be it for now. I did draw the winners for the giveaway, and I've already contacted all three. Two of them wanted to remain anonymous, and that's fine by me. And the one that was okay with me publishing their name, I will put it in the description below. But that's going to be it for now. So please do like, share, and subscribe, and we will see you next time.